this character seem like the same age as I am, and the same, and not the same curmudgeonly. I'm not quite as negative as the character, but you see a lot of emotions that you can probably identify with in one time or another. But they're actually agricultural people who lived in the hills of Laos and Thailand and Vietnam, and I guess there's some in Korea too, and quite a few in China. But they've just kind of gone off and become their own nationality. And it's ironic too, but because the younger generation usually doesn't take up the languages, but all the younger people on the show could speak Hmong, so they spoke both English and Hmong. So they keep it alive even in this country, that's within the family. He's a guy who is very, very disturbed about the way culture has gone. He's had a loss in the family, and he's estranged from his grown children, and he doesn't like the way the neighborhoods have changed. He's been raised in a neighborhood in Michigan that were probably a lot of automobile people like he was, and probably a high percentage of Polish Americans like he is. And so when they sees all the neighborhood changing, it discourages him a lot. But eventually he comes around and befriends these people. He doesn't want to have anything to do with these people, period. He just wants to be left alone, live in his own existence, and his family trying to put him away in some assisted living kind of situation, and he doesn't want anything to do with anybody, and especially people that are different than he is. And so it's fun, because in a way you start out with a lot of pre-prejudice, and then you work your way out of it through your relationships with various people. The writer had worked with a lot of Hmong people at some factory that he worked in, and so he became acquainted with them and thought it was a good way to do the picture. So it could have been any other culture as well. I mean, but I did like the Hmong people. I have great respect for them, and I have great respect for the enthusiasm they put forth on this project, because they could have easily just said, "No, we don't want to be part of it." But I think they were flattered that somebody wanted to do a picture that involved their people. He admires that because he has one line in the picture where he says, I have more in common with these people than I do my own spoiled, rotten children. And so that kind of sums it all up. And one big deal is that his kids are off doing what they want, and the grandkids are only interested in what they might inherit. And so that's that.